So
it's always better to give a golden shower than receive.
They call that type of upper decker a
highliner. I think is that the term we came up with? The highliner.
I forgot.
The highliner. It's the highliner.
The highliner.
The highliner.
Hashtag highliner.
The champagne of upper deckers.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you something, fellas. As we were talking about before this, I told you, all the negative stuff you hear about E. coli, it's all true. Yeah. I missed last week's episode, and I apologize.
Yeah, he was dealing with a doo-doo demon.
E. coli is not your friend.
He was dealing with and what was it called? The whatever crux? He was dealing with a dookie crux last weekend.
Yeah, is there a Harry Potter spell for I'm indisposed?
Yeah. It was shittest Maximus.
This defecationist.
Maximus at that. All weekend he had it. But he's
I'm happy to be back, and then I'm gonna do my best not to fall asleep this week.
There we go.
Like I almost did the week before.
I just hope that you didn't fall asleep during your punishment movie.
No, I came close.
Speaking of falling asleep, what movie did you have to watch again?
I forgot.
The Longest Day. I knew as soon as I saw what it was about in the year that Mick picked it. There's no way it came from Sturdy or James.
Hell no.
I never heard of it.
Me either.
I can't wait for the day Sturdy backs out.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. This fucking movie, man. A 3-hour movie about D-Day.
It's the longest day, man.
It was the longest movie I watched this week. That was for fucking sure.
3 hours? Oh no.
No joke. It's legit 3 hours. And I couldn't even, it's not like I could even look down or do something on my phone because a third of it's in fucking subtitles. Because they're going back and forth between the French, the Germans. And you know what was fucking annoying about that? Like, I don't mind subtitles for the foreign movies we've watched and shit like that. This is a fucking black and white movies. The subtitles are in white and they blend in with the fucking background. And not only that, so you can't even read all the fucking subtitles. They don't even bother to subtitle half the shit that these French or German people are saying. It's clear they're not subtitling everything. Like, you have people asking questions and the responses, and they're not even, you're waiting for the subtitle. You're like, what the fuck did he just say? I'm like, you're German, so I know you're going to be a loser. But. Like, this was fucking, I don't get the appeal of John Wayne. He was barely in this. And it's billed as like one of his last movies because he died in 72. This came out in 62.
No, he died in 79. This came
79.
out in 62, yeah.
Hello, Pilgrim.
He made about maybe 100 more.
I know.
He wasn't even in that this much.
No, this was a cameo role for him.
Yeah. Actually, the craziest thing about this movie to me was, so this was 62. D-Day was 44. This was literally 18 years after D-Day actually happened.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this. I'm like, this is still like almost lifetime adjacent enough to me to like, what the fuck? That was.
What do you call it? God damn, I can't think of his name. The guy who dropped on the bell tower.
Yeah, and he gets stuck.
Yeah,
by the way, I couldn't tell you. They would introduce people and their names, and I did not remember a single fucking one, so I had no idea who these characters were going through this fucking movie after they took the name away.
That's fair. Well, he's from where I'm from in Jersey.
So that's nothing. That's nothing to be proud of.
Did you recognize Sean Connery?
Oh shit! Which one was he?
He was the Irish one walking through.
That's right. I forget. Yeah, there were fucking Scottish people in there blowing a bagpipe. Yeah, nothing like nothing screams undercover like playing the fucking bagpipe as your army of 10 people walk down the road in the wide open. Those fucking Scots.
Oh, I love it.
Your
Um,
back.
And another thing that got on my nerves real quick is you have like group scenes, the military, the guys, the camaraderie things going on, and then somebody says a line that triggers some deep inner thought by a random fucking character in the scene, and then they go into this goddamn monologue about their past where they're just looking sad. But it has nothing to do with with the fucking D-Day or going to war. Like my dad touched me as I was a kid, and like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like
No way that's in that movie.
this girl dumped me in 5th grade, and it's been tortured ever. Like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything?
Oh my gosh.
I think it's supposed to humanize the characters.
No,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
didn't.
I like these movies.
No, it made me want to watch them die more. Anybody that broke out into a random monologue, I'm like, I hope you die first. I hope you get shot before you even get off the boat.
I like this, Chris. Before we went live, he was on a rant.
Yeah.
Some shit I like.
Annoyed Chris is awesome. It's fun. This is why we like.
I told you, I was feeling squirrely. I'm drunk.
Oh, shit, that's funny. So, what you rate it?
3.
Okay, a little higher than I thought. I thought you were gonna give it like a 2.
3 hours.
You just pissed off like a whole line of boomers.
They'll be dead before they can do anything about it.
Oh my gosh!
Never seems to be the case, honestly.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, are we really better off for, free in France? I don't know.
What?
Okay. I don't know.
Just kidding.
What are your thoughts
This
on
was
the
awful.
Civil
This was
War?
Like, this was punishment movie received.
So
I knew it would
it actually worked this time.
Yeah.
There we go.
If I gave this to James, tell me
would've
he
died.
would read like it was fucking Blood Lake.
I would have died,
Dude, just the fucking
I would hate it.
just the battle scenes, they go on and on.
And
Like,
keep in mind,
I can't
that's
eat
not
it.
even like a bad one in my opinion. It's not. I don't even feel like I gave you a bad movie. I feel like I gave you a long one that's drawn out and has a lot of shit to it, but well shot movie, well acted, things like that. There's redeemable. It's a propaganda film, so like there's redeemable like content. Wait until this motherfucker right here decides I'm not going to show up one week. I have a movie that's just as long. You should have never given me Never-Ending Story.
oh,
I was like, I'm just gonna throw out some stuff. Like movie 43 to me was like, it was a stupid movie here. Like I'm not offended that he liked it. I'm a little offended in his taste, but I'm not offended that he like Sturdy. You went for it. You went for the jugular because Sound of Music is like,
yep,
I'll survive.
oh, that's garbage.
Story, and I hate that one.
It sounded garbage.
When the Sound of Music, I think didn't you join that episode with us to review it?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I did because I hated that movie.
Because you had to go rant on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to tell you now, you were going to hate, and to add insult to injury,
Nicolas Cage is in it.
It's a certain former co-host of mine's most hated movie of all time.
Nice.
Oh, interesting.
What movie is it?
Oh,
The English Patient.
oh no.
Oh, God.
I'm saying that. No.
All I can think about is the episode of
no.
Seinfeld where they try to watch it and Elaine can't sit through it.
And everybody's like,
That
it's so
is the
beautiful,
greatest
and she's
movie
just
ever,
like,
too.
nothing happens, dude.
It doesn't. It's boring. It's
You can't have sex in a tub.
I hate the Sound of Music because nothing happens in it. Yeah, it's got a lot of song and dance, but there's no fucking story to it. Nothing.
Oh,
The
shit,
interesting part of these people's
has
lives.
gone to bed, and so must I, Mick.
But here's the thing. I had to watch that movie growing up.
So long, farewell.
I had to. So I learned to hate it over time. The English Patient I had to watch once because I watched all of the Best Picture winners throughout time, and it was one of them. So when I watched it, just like their reactions, dead on, 100%. It's a
choosing The English Patient as the best movie is like going to the supermarket blackout drunk, and you can't decide what you want to eat.
See, I'm going to use this as an experiment. I'm going to because again, everything I've thrown out so far, except for movie 43, which I kind of feel like subconsciously I knew he was going to love. I feel like I still gave
the humor, man.
Just look at that face. Just look at that face.
Fucked up sense of humor.
I like seeing balls on chins.
There you go. He likes seeing balls on chins. He's a man of principle.
Oh my god, we are 4 grown men dressed like fucking Hogwarts talking about
low budget Hogwarts. But they wouldn't let us in the building. There you go. Get out.
Well, in this school, there's
only to Aaron.
I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody of color around.
There's a couple kids. No authority though, but there's a couple kids.
Every time they get on those stairs, they move a different way.
Mm-hmm. We get away from the bullshit. Every time that white people shit goes on, we're like, all right, time to go.
Blame them.
The stairs move.
There's a bunch of Wizarding students. Yeah, there's a bunch of white Wizarding students come. It's going one way. The stairs see the black Wizarding student comes, and all of a sudden it goes to
the stairs just move.
Listen, white people shit goes on. We're just like, listen, it's gonna get too wizardy and too white for us. Let's go
need to investigate Hogwarts there.
Let them investigate. We'll chill. Kick it back here with the adults while they send the kids on all the dangerous missions.
But, yeah, I don't recommend The Longest Day.
Huh?
I don't recommend The Longest Day.
No,
that sounds boring.
No,
I think not my shit. The Marby movies, no,
it was boring as shit.
I think I'm going to
especially those documentary type, like they're telling a story, like a real story from during the war or something. Like no thanks.
Well,
I love it. I'm
not in school no more. I don't need to learn.
See, and you know what you just did, James, is Mick knows a bunch of these boring ass movies.
I told you, I wrote it in the thing. I said, here, I'll help you guys. Because I know you guys go through. You think my only weakness is Tom Cruise.
I didn't think it was a weak. Like I know you're not a fan of him, but
I can still watch his shit. I'll still watch.
Piss you off?
No,
like me with Nicolas Cage or him with Vin Diesel.
Yeah. No,
I don't hate anybody.
It's musicals and fucking those type.
I don't believe you.
I hate Sound of Music, but I definitely don't hate Julie Andrews. She's a fucking treasure.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's an actor or an actress that you just can't stand.
I think there's some that like I don't get excited to see in movies.
Exactly, Tom Cruise. That's
and I won't say, and I'll say with the like minus what they've done, outside, they say was.
No, yeah, no, it's just acting wise, like
straight up acting.
I don't go out of my way to see a Julia Roberts movie.
Nope.
Or Tom Hanks.
But it's not even I think she's terrible or anything like that. It's like there's something about her that just drives me nuts, right? Like it's just like it feels in her performances don't. I don't know. I just don't like them. So like I
really just want to say her mouth is too big. Her mouth
Sandra Bullock's another one. The only Sandra Bullock movie the only 2 Sandra Bullock movies I can watch no problem are A Time to Kill and Speed.
Speed.
I can watch others, but I don't. Again, like
I like the comedy ones. Her and Melissa McCartney. I thought that was funny.
Was that
Heat?
Again,
The Heat.
I thought that was.
I don't like her performances. Like she's so curmudgeon-y, Like she seems like she's just always pissed off, And
I know what you mean.
I'm like, I don't know. She just kind of drives me nuts. Now, guys, there are plenty of like guy actors. I'm like, nah, nails on a chalkboard, man. I'm not a big fan of Joaquin Phoenix.
I can see that.
I like some of his, I think he's a really good actor, and I like some of his performances. But overall, like
I don't like his personality.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
Well, no, he just seems like one of those guys that thinks his shit doesn't stink, and that's.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't even know him personally. Like, I know like that family's, River, dying early, young and such. It was like pretty crazy for them, but yeah, that I don't know. I can't really take him as an actor.
I'm the same way with Matt Damon.
I like Matt Damon.
Damon, I'm like, hey, I don't care.
I like Ben Affleck now. I like. There's two types of Ben Afflecks I like.
There is
I like
two
Ben
types.
Affleck acting now.
Mm-hmm. Then there's what's that? Jersey.
Unless it's Kevin Smith. If he's in a Kevin Smith film, I like him.
Okay. So he
plays himself in Kevin Smith movies. Doesn't he? He goes, I'm Ben Affleck. He plays like a dumb Ben Affleck. Doesn't he play himself dumb though? It's kind of. I don't know.
And I liked him in, of course, Good Will Hunting, which is a great movie.
What didn't he do? Like a Jersey Girl or some Jersey movie?
Yeah, I think that gets more of a bad rap than it should.
For you, we're gonna have to pick like really stupid movies or just like.
Actor. I don't know. I'll have to go through like actors and see who annoys me. I just can't think of none.
Pointless movies is really what it comes down to.
You know what everything we talked about has in common? It's not Harry Potter related.
We're getting there.
Yeah. No, but I am excited to talk about these two.
Same.
I enjoyed the rewatches of these.
Order of the Phoenix.
I can't believe there's two more left. There's only two.
No, we're almost done.
We're almost done.
Yeah. Order of the Phoenix.
But we are taking a break next week.
Yes, we are.
Before the finale.
Because of Chris.
And you're going camping. I asked to pre-record, and then you couldn't do it.
That's because I can't pre-record. I was going to still join in live, though.
Ooh, busted.
So Mick and I are both going to suffer again next week. So going into these movies, Harry Potter 5, I think, is my least favorite of the series.
Up to this point,
least favorite is strong. No, out of the whole series, least favorite is strong wording. I think it's the most boring because this movie to me just feels like all filler. Like it eventually gets you to a point where you already knew Harry was the chosen one. Like they kind of sprinkle in. It could be somebody else. Like, if you're reading the books, at least, you realize there's much more of a connection between Harry and Neville because they're both born in July around the same time. There's a little more confusion around the fact that maybe Neville is the chosen one. Which, by the way, I really like the way they bring Neville along through the series.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Neville, he becomes important.
He gets a little more important as the series goes on, but he's still kind of the nimwit, still learning. And it just is fucking, he's a little kind of happy-go-lucky to an extent. I really enjoy his personality.
And holy transformation, everybody. Wait till we get to the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Neville's a badass.
No, but not just that, but like how he physically looks. He goes... from like a cute little chubby kid to like male model.
Yeah, you're right. He does. That's right. I forgot about that.
It fits his person. It kind of fits with the character.
Anybody deserves it. It's that fucking guy.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
because he played the geeky, goofy looking, and they always played him for really goofy looking.
Yeah.
So if anybody deserved to be the best looking coming out of that, it's him. And I hope he uses it.
I will say this movie, Order of the Phoenix.
That sounded wild.
Order of the Phoenix, without question, has my most hated character. And they established my most hated character in the series with Dolores Umbridge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I hate her more than any villain type character they introduce in Harry Potter series.
She's annoying.
I had a teacher like that.
I had many teachers like that. That was fucking Catholic school.
Oh God, she's a bitch.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's like the politicalness kind of
I think that's my
subplot
problem.
behind it. That's part of it.
Mhm.
Like, it's just the combination, and she plays it great, the actress.
Yeah, she does.
So, like, credit to her, but I'm like, fuck, just watching this movie. Like, I feel angry just watching her character. Like it hits close to home just because of any political climate. I feel like if you're old enough to understand what's going on in the world,
I mean,
they're like how it mirrors that kind of shit.
Yeah, no, that is true.
I yelled out. I was like, "Holy shit! They're turning Hogwarts into North Korea." It's like you can't even fucking be in groups. You can't walk next to each other.
Nope,
You gotta be by yourself. You can't chew. You can't listen to music.
Boys and girls have to be 8 inches apart.
Like what the fuck?
And all those rules on the wall. That was
Yeah.
funny.
That is good. Yeah. Filch keeps hammering up all the fucking rules on the wall.
And why didn't they fire that motherfucker yet? He's always helping the fucking bad guys.
Yeah, he's always happy to like when something strict is going on. No, you're not wrong. Like, they give him no redeeming qualities throughout this entire fucking series. Like, there's no indication why Dumbledore has kept him around.
Jesus
He clearly doesn't give a shit about muggles or doing anything progressive or shit. Like, why is he there?
Yeah,
he's the one who has dirt on everybody.
David Bradley, and he should be there.
He's known for helping all the bad guys. He was like her right hand man in this movie.
Well, and that, in fairness, there, like, he's the groundskeeper. She did take over as the headmaster. Mm-hmm. She's his boss, so I think he just kind of goes with the flow of like whoever's in charge, whoever's got the power. He's like, all right, I'll do it.
Oh no.
They got
but he's clearly happier with her in charge.
Yeah, because he's a fucking dick. He hates kids.
Yeah,
he hates all
those fucking pictures when he takes all the pictures of the people down.
Yep.
Then he tips them over and stuff, and then like at the end he has to put them back.
All that. I'm like, oh
man. That's just like one of the little sub stories in this. Watching him either be happy or angry that he has to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of interesting. Dudley at the beginning, where he's picking on Harry and they call him Big D, like that fat fucker. Yeah, like that's all I can think about Dudley throughout this entire series is that fat fucking kid.
He don't learn.
No,
he really doesn't.
And like, what the fuck? Why a group of kids? He's bringing. He knows what Harry can do. He has a group of kids with.
Yeah. Why is he still fucking picking on his cousin like that?
Fucking idiot.
His household, he's allowed to do his parents.
Fucking
his parents do it.
Like, if you're Harry and you're being attacked by the Dementors, do you really scare the one away that's kind of sucking his soul? Like, do you take some time to think about it before you send your Patronus charm after him?
Oh no, because he's a good guy.
He always and he questions himself because he goes, "Am I turning bad?" But if he sat there for a second, he goes, "No, I always choose right." He saves people he hates.
Yeah.
Except for Malfoy. He hates that fucker. I think it Malfoy.
No, he'll still
he wouldn't but he wouldn't let harm come to him if it came down to it.
That fucking beef, man. They hate each other.
Holy crap. Well, all right. So we're on Order of the Phoenix, right?
Yeah, yes. Order of Phoenix, yes.
So let's talk about some of our positives of it.
Okay. The positives part is I like where they're finally
training.
They're like, okay. Harry, they find out that they're meeting up because they're like, it's like the old times. They find out Voldemort's building an army, so they're like, we got to get together. We got to come up with a plan. Then Harry comes up, even though Harry fucked up, and he did write Dumbledore's army. He set Dumbledore up.
Paper trail.
You're
gonna have that's the one thing. Like, if you're gonna have a secret fucking club, Don't have everybody sign up on a piece of paper and keep it posted up on a fucking board.
Idiots.
They're fucking wizards. You're magic.
Pissed me off about this movie, talking about the positives.
Yeah,
It's like
hard.
when he's walking through the house, when he finally gets to the house, right? They save him and they bring him. And he sees Sirius, right? Now they have not seen each other since the third movie.
Yep.
And they've been talking. What was it, Paddlefoot or whatever he calls him?
Padfoot.
Padfoot. Yeah. Because that comes in handy, people. Make sure. Yeah. So like he sees him, and like there's this glance, like they see each other, but then it's kind of like not often. Like they're ushering Harry away. This kid is clearly at the center of fucking everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you? And he's all he wants is to be like, what's going on? Like he's always thrown right into the mix of like, what's going on?
I know. At least give my heads up first.
Like there's, it's like fucking Dumbledore knows, which means the Order knows that only one can live.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna find out. What is the point of just fucking trying to hide it while we sit through it for 2.5 hours?
Yeah, like these movies have made me like not trust Dumbledore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's shady. He's like he manipulates.
And to me, it's like, what's the now? I get like you're going up against bad guys who can also have the same powers and can sometimes read your minds or torture information out of you. So you don't want to share with everything. It's a spy network. I get it, but you're supposed to be the good guys, and sometimes you guys are operating on a level where it's like, what's going on? You're exploiting kids, and I get like he's the chosen one or whatever, but you never straight up with them.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I get you shouldn't be because like he can spill the information, but not always. Like, and that was what pissed me off in this one when he walked in and like all this stuff is going on. Like he's expelled from school. They're ushering him, trying to save him. These Dementors trying to kill him. Just want some goddamn answers. They're telling him go eat. You know, they're just like, no, go upstairs. Go chill with your friends or whatever. You're a kid. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? They're clearly talking about me in that room.
Yeah.
They're clearly talking about me. And the fact that they don't let him in the room, I'm like, this is very anti-Hamilton. All right. Because Harry Potter needs to be in the room where it happens. And it pisses me off. And you're welcome, all of you, Hamilton. And yeah, it drove me nuts because it's like, because by the time you get to the end of this and Sirius dies and everything else, it's like, had you maybe let him know, he'd be prepared.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 3 things I don't like.
Uh-oh.
Easiest.
James has something controversial to say.
Why do you look like a
I'll be my last one.
He looks like he's wearing a fucking Playboy robe, actually. This
Hello, lady.
it's like he's wearing Hugh Hefner's
Ted DiBiase over here.
You too.
Ted DiBiase. Wow. All right.
$1 million man.
I was thinking of like Hugh Hefner's smoking jacket just because of
Oh man.
All right. So first thing that bothered me. So let's go back where they're rescuing Harry.
Mm-hmm.
They all call for their brooms and they're flying and they're going low instead of high for some fucking weird ass reason. Why didn't they warp? They warp everywhere else.
I don't know.
But they fly in fucking brooms.
Hold on.
People can see them.
But so the only person they show that warps around on their own free will is Dumbledore. Every time they have port keys.
Dumbledore are the only ones.
But they got a port key, then they got a fucking chimney.
Yeah, but they have to have fireplace. They might not have the port key there though. They might have to fly to a port key.
I don't know. I don't like that.
I don't know.
Okay,
they don't ever explain how port keys get, created or set up.
Where's the abandonment bus? Where's the fucking Hogwarts Express bus? Wherever the fuck
I know. It's so weird that every freaking story, it's like this kid can't just take the same mode of transportation.
I know it's like a different ride every fucking time.
Well, every time he goes to Hogwarts, they bring them from the train to the school in a different way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Like in every movie so far.
Well, no. First one they were on the train. Second one they drove the car,
the blue car, the flying blue car.
Yeah. The third one, they were in the bus. Fourth one, he missed it, didn't he? And he had to.
That was the car when he missed it.
Then what was the fourth one? He didn't take the train in the fourth one. I know that.
I don't remember.
But he got there somehow.
Oh, that's what. Then Dumbledore put him outside the castle. He says he can't warp.
No. They used a port key to pick him up, and they brought him to I think somebody's house or wherever the Weasleys are staying. I don't think it was their house, but they
the Weasleys.
Yeah. So then they hitched a ride or something like that. I can't remember the fourth one now because I was so many a week ago. But but even this, like, it's like take the goddamn thing. And I know in the next movie it does, but I just wanted to say that.
I forgot my second one. I blanked out. But I know the controversial one. I'm going to say this. The only reason I say it's controversial because at the time it came out and all the people who read the books and all that shit, and my sister was a big fan and because she cried and all that shit, I didn't give a fuck that Sirius died. He wasn't that important to me. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, they really did. I don't know. I never read the books, so maybe the books build him up.
That's what I think it is. I think the book built him up for because the movies didn't. You hardly see him. He talked to Harry in the fireplace a couple times.
No, the book. I mean, I read the books. At least I've read all the books twice, but that was a long time ago, so it's hard to remember. But any book is going to have more backstory than any movie.
And I know the argument is going to be, it wasn't because he died. It was because how Harry felt and how sad he was. I don't give a fuck. There's someone that dies every fucking movie. That kid's he's dead inside. He has no feelings anymore. He's dead. Everything fucking negative around.
The point is, that was the closest thing he had to any kind of family left on Earth.
Yeah.
And then he dies. After they try to set up, hey, let's go live as a happy family after this.
Yeah. I will tell you, it did hit me in the heart a little bit when they were fighting together. They were doing the wands together.
Yeah.
And he looks back at him after Harry like hits or does something. He looks back and he goes, great wand work or something, James. Because he's thinking of
his father,
and their friendship, and I was like, and you see like Harry kind of like smile a little bit because like that was like a really good moment. Like
it was like they probably could have developed that a little more because other than the big fight scene at the end, like they have the scene earlier in the movie at Sirius's house where he's just kind of talking about the family tree, the black family tree. That's when he's like, once this is over, we can have a family. Like that was a good scene. You can try to build that connection there.
Well, I agree with that part. I'm just saying I didn't feel connected to Sirius. So when he died,
like they have a whole movie between when they introduce him and save him to this movie. They had one scene in Goblet of Fire where he's talking through the fire there to Harry. Yep. I think that the only thing in Goblet of Fire.
He should have been there. I understand it probably wasn't like that in the books or whatever, but I think we needed to see Gary Oldman as fans like us, like who didn't read the books, like see Gary Oldman again to really have that. Because again, like it did feel they're good actors, so like it did feel like a good scene. But I agree with James. I'm not fully invested in Sirius Black. In fact, I'm even less so because I know the next movie, what happens, is the big loss. That,
that's the biggest loss. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right. Like, I mean, maybe if Sirius was at the Weasleys visiting and stuff like that.
And they didn't really weave him into the story and build the relationship.
Like Christmas, like that handing out presents and shit. He delivered it by owl instead of being there, or shit like that. Like, like what the fuck?
I know he was in hiding. I just want to point that out for.
No, he was. Yeah, he was pad foot, and he's undercover hiding because he's wanted. He's a wanted man. They're blaming the Dark Lord's not back. Sirius Black is jailbreaking everybody out, and he's up to no good.
Listen, it's hard to argue that Fred and George are not the most fun characters.
They're awesome.
They are fun.
They are awesome, and I love in this movie they are just coming up with fucking random, like toy tricks,
for all kinds of different
food to make you sick, and then they open, and then they fucking when Dolores Umbridge is running the test at the end, and they just come in on their brooms and they're just shooting off fireworks, and that's how they decide to leave school. Like that was my favorite storyline in this fucking movie.
Yeah, they're the smart ones. They're leaving. Fuck this shit. Fuck off.
They are the biggest Deus Ex Machina because they always pop in and have just the right thing for the moment. They're the perfect plot armor. It's so
the comic relief.
Yeah,
which works more effectively than the fact that the only reason they're there is to be like, "Oh, Harry, you're having a problem there? I have just the thing."
Yeah, I got just the thing. I got these chocolate frogs. Eat one of these.
It's like, why are you hanging out with his fucking brother then? Hang out with these two and just get everything you need. They probably have all 100
you're hanging out with the loser brother, Ron.
I know. He got everything. I don't know where they're getting their shit, but they got everything.
They got fucking everything.
One of the things, I don't know if I realized this I don't know how many times I've seen these movies now. At least 3, probably. But so Cedric and Harry has a crush on Cho that they establish in Goblet of Fire. Of course, she's with Cedric. In this movie, she's automatically drawn to Harry.
Yep.
Even though Cedric's dead. And by the time, and they start up Wizard Fight Club, is what I call it. It is Wizard Fight Club.
Oh, yes. It was a training school, more like fight.
Wizard Fight Club.
Technically, it's wand work or a circle jerk.
Whoa.
Oh,
there wasn't
women
really any circles.
Oh,
there's some circles.
I think we'll stick with wand work.
Can you call it a circle jerk if women are involved?
I don't know. Maybe. Have you ever been to one? I've never been to one. I'm guessing.
A bean bend?
Or, yeah.
Maybe.
What the fuck? Oh, shit.
What the hell? Oh my gosh. Oh man.
I got my wand.
Hashtag bean bend.
Man.
Oh god.
Oh, that's a new one that just popped in my head.
Oh my gosh.
There has to be a roping out there.
My rating for this.
I totally forgot what I was talking about before that happened.
I don't remember either.
Me either.
What were we even talking about?
I forgot.
I might have.
Oh no, Harry and Cho.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. They have the Wizard and Fight Club, and Harry and Cho get close. And I didn't realize how fucked up this scene was. When Harry and Cho kiss, not only are they talking about Cedric, there's a fucking picture of him on the mirror that she is staring at before she turns to kiss Harry. And it's just there in the background as they show the kiss.
Thanks.
And Mick can't stop laughing at Bean Bender. Bean Bender.
Oh god.
Aaron's wiping his eyes.
Oh, my eye.
Oh, another scene. Another scene. Harry missed his chance. He used that. Jenny used the excuse to go. Oh, your shoes, Harry. She bent down right in that spot. She was expecting.
Oh.
Yeah, she wanted a wand in her mouth. That's for sure.
she wanted that magical wand.
No.
Yeah, she wanted to do the spell to make it grow. Pinocchio.
You want Harry could have touched a bean.
All right. I'm done. You killed it.
But a serious part about Cho too. They thought she ratted them out.
Yeah, but they gave her the truth.
Yeah, why didn't she just come out and say it? She sat there like, just like everybody.
That's true. She could have.
It could have sounded just like an excuse, though. Maybe they wouldn't have believed her.
Oh, they would have believed her. They'll be like, what the fuck?
Never know.
I'd be a little hypocritical if the fucking kids that are fucking around all the time didn't believe her when they know everybody's fucking cursed all the time. Or
True.
But by the way, this is they hinted at it, but this is in Goblet of Fire. But this is the movie where they really actually tell you what Neville's backstory is.
Yeah, with his parents.
Yeah,
that Lestrange
tortured his parents, and then eventually, like, who has the worst backstory then, Harry or Neville up to that point?
Well, I think Neville, because Neville's seen it. Right?
Voldemort just straight out killed Harry's parents.
Yeah, Neville.
Bellatrix fucking tortured Neville's parents.
Did he say he's seen it?
Yeah, I believe he's seen it.
But they're the same age, so he would have been a baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Neville had a grandmother that have raised him, and Harry had an aunt and uncle that treated him like garbage and forced him to live under the state.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a little bit more trauma. Well, no, because he didn't see yet. I don't know. You're right. Who has the worst story? I don't know.
I would say Tom Riddle, but he had it pretty fucking easy. Oh, I'm in a crazy house because I do magic. Oh, okay, come to Hogwarts. Oh, I'm gonna be a bad guy. Can't even think of our fucking high school.
Little power tripping punk.
Yeah, and Dumbledore's using Harry this entire movie no, that's Half-Blood Prince. Never mind.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about that one.
That's why Dumbledore didn't like Tom Riddle. Couldn't manipulate him. Tom Riddle's like, I'm not doing your bidding, bitch.
But Dumbledore. What else did I have? Hagrid's giant half brother, which eventually.
Oh yeah, Robbie.
Yep.
I enjoyed it.
Pulling Umbridge away.
Yeah, I enjoyed when they brought Dolores out there and the centaurs took her. Centaurians. Centaurians took her.
You know what they did to her? She got a lot of that horse dong.
Yeah, I guess she got some horse dong.
Oh,
not willingly either.
Oh,
those
Centaurians, they're vicious.
Son of a bitch. I mean, you're not wrong though.
No, I'm not wrong. That's why I said it, Mick. That's why I said it.
Isn't wrong.
I know I'm not wrong.
That's the nasty part of it.
I fact checked it. It was true.
Wow.
Fact check it on Reddit. Reddit's always right. Just remember that.
Google Beanbender. See what comes up.
I don't think nothing comes up for that one.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bellatrix, of course, kills Sirius at the big fight at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, what a bitch.
They're looking for the prophecy.
Yeah, I don't really understand the prophecy thing. Like, the prophecy's nothing. Like,
it's another
prophecy
trick.
Is
okay. It's just like the Sorcerer's Stone. Another trick for Harry because they can't find it. Harry has to find it himself. So Harry needs to get it, and they need to get it from Harry. So
but they also destroy literally every other prophecy.
Yeah, every other prophecy in the fucking world.
And then there's never any mention of any kind of effect that has on anything.
One of them is Doomsday. It just shattered. No one knows now. Like, fuck, we don't know when the world's for that.
Sturdy, you're awfully quiet. What do you think?
But it's fucking crazy, man.
I like this one. I know it was like a slow burn, slow build up. I agree with the Sirius Black thing. I do wish that there was more of him either in this one or even in the third one, like a lot more, because then there would be more of an attachment as to what, when he dies. It's like, okay,
that's the problem. Yeah,
but it's like you barely got to see him. You barely got to know him. And like you were saying, I don't know about the books. I have to ask the wife about the books. I think they do. They do talk about him more.
In Goblet of Fire book, I think he just has a few more like fireside conversations.
Oh,
But I mean, I don't remember everything. That was
Like,
years ago.
but I have a question for you guys. Do you think his death may have hit harder if he died in the third movie?
Yeah, but you got to remember too, when just to interject about the books, when you read a book, for some people, yeah, it could take maybe a couple of days. For some people, it takes a little, maybe a couple of weeks, a couple of months, whatever. But no matter how long you're doing it, you're so invested in a book, you fall in love with those characters. You don't do that in movies unless they're really used well, and that's why, I agree. Like Dumbledore, you feel because he's been there for 6 movies. Sirius, you feel it, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, your parents are probably the most tragic, right? Though,
yeah, he's not up. Yeah, Sirius Black Diamond's not up there with Harry's parents, even though they're dead when the whole series starts.
Even though Dumbledore, I felt like he used Harry Potter a lot, he still felt like a more of a grandfather or father figure to Harry.
Yeah,
that's fair.
So that's why his is more important for the next movie. That's why I was like,
well, yeah, I mean, he was the headmaster, and like Mick was just saying, he was in every single freaking movie up till the point where he's not. Pretty much.
Half-Blood Prince, which we're going to talk about now.
Yes. Let's dive into our ratings really quick for this one.
Did we do it? We didn't even do. You mean Order of Phoenix?
Yeah, Order of the Phoenix ratings.
Yeah.
James, you got one?
Yeah, 7.
Chris?
6.5.
Macaroni?
6.5.
I'm up there with you, James. I'll give it a 7. On to the next one.
It's still good.
By the way, because it's still good. Like it's like the filler song on an album for me. Order of the Phoenix.
Exactly.
Like it's not giving me much new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of 2 hours of all right. That's what I'm watching.
Yeah.
Like I'm not mad, but I'm not enthralled.
Exactly.
By the way, since I missed last week, just a quick note on Prisoner of Azkaban and Goblet of Fire.
Oh yeah.
I think those are 2 great fucking movies, man.
Exactly.
I thought they were great.
Same here.
What were your ratings? What's your favorite out of both of them?
I like Goblet of Fire better than Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
Same.
I chose Azkaban. I like that better.
But fucking Prisoner of Azkaban's great too. I'm gonna go. I'll give them both 8s.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
What did I give Azkaban? 9 or 10? I forgot.
9. You did 9-8 last week, and I did 8-9.
9-8. That's right.
I love the tone shift after Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, it's dark. Yeah. You're like,
and it stays that way. And honestly, it stays that way the rest of the series.
It does.
I think they realize, because even the books sort of, from what I understand, change in tone by the time you get to the third one, because they definitely did a great job in like maturing as the kids matured.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Same.
So what are we on?
Half-Blood Prince.
Half-Blood Prince.
This is a good one.
This is good.
This
got me. This gets me right back into it. Harry hitting on the waitress at the beginning, by the way.
And Dumbledore
player now.
Hey, and now Dumbledore is
cock blocking
Dumbledore.
He was.
No beans flicked that night.
Well, I mean, never mind.
Well, she could have.
Never mind.
I think Dumbledore is jealous. He had a little crush on Harry. Probably.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, maybe.
We're not going to put that on Dumbledore.
Well,
we're not going to Diddy Dumbledore now, guys. Don't do
that. Dumble Diddy?
No.
Hashtag Dumble Diddy.
Real quick. By the way, Dumbledore has 2 awesome fucking warps. He has it, hold my arm, Harry, and does that little fucking warp. But that Phoenix one was badass.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was badass, man. Order of the Phoenix, where he refuses to go to Azkaban.
Yeah, he was like,
he just comes up and he slaps his hands like this.
Like, you think I'm gonna go quietly? He was like, "Bow." I was like, damn.
And then you have the Black Wizard that's part of the Order. It's like, you have to admit, Minister, he's got style.
Yeah.
Honestly, too, when you see that happen, the one thing I think about, and I'm like, I get that he needed to do that, and that he could not go to Azkaban. But in all seriousness, the fact that Harry was just straight up left there with all of Dumbledore's enemies.
Yeah, I know.
It was like, what do you do? You couldn't even like give the kid a break.
I know he didn't care. I told you, he was just a lackey. He's like, I'm out
He
here.
want to go to prison.
See, what I like, one of the things I like about Half-Blood Prince, before you even get to the big reveal about Snape at the end, is the way you finally get into fucking Snape's backstory.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Like, why does he hate Harry's father so much? Because Snape is trying to teach Harry to help keep Voldemort out of his mind.
Mhm.
And of course, they already don't like each other, so Harry gets into Snape's mind, and you see Harry's father was a dick to Snape.
He was.
Like he's not infallible. Yeah, he's not infallible. Like he's not the perfect person Harry just fucking envisioned.
Yeah.
Them Jameses, man, you gotta watch out for him. You gotta watch out for him.
Those people named James.
Yeah, James Potter had he was a dick.
Don't turn your back, especially.
Well, you're like Snape's, and you like that is one thing the series does a really great job of throughout this. It's like you have no idea really fully and what side Snape is on.
Yeah.
And you still really don't.
You still really, honestly, by the time you finish this, it's almost hard. You could probably still make an argument either way. But because in this one, he makes the unbreakable vow to help protect Malfoy because Malfoy's been selected by Voldemort to try to kill Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't he
whether it's a ruse or just buying time or a decoy.
Dumbledore knew and had him do it so Malfoy wouldn't have to.
And Dumbledore is dying anyways. That's why his hand, he got cursed trying to destroy the Horcrux.
Yeah.
So he was already dying. So he knew. So he said, Snape, don't let Malfoy do it. Don't let that burden on him. You do it, my friend. You kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's probably like, listen, I'm sick anyway, man. I don't want to suffer.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen anyway. So I want you to do it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is. It's awesome because he did save a kid. Malfoy, it would have broke him. He did not want to do it, even though he's on the wrong side.
But
he's a dick. He wasn't going to do it. He didn't want to kill nobody.
No, he wasn't going to do it though, because even Harry said he was lowering his wand.
He was lowering his wand. That's why Harry said Snape is on their side. That's why he chased him down at the end. Harry got some ball. He goes and chases the group of the fucking Death Eaters. Where they could just kill him right there on the spot.
He's the chosen one.
Yeah, I mean,
listen. Do you think at that point, like Harry is for Voldemort? Do you think he uses that to his advantage, or uses that as a risk? Like the Death Eaters aren't going to kill him because they know Voldemort. Voldemort has to be the one, or wants to be the one.
He's like, you can't touch me. Walk right up to him.
I think he's just like, I just have to go help, or I have to go this situation, or is this, his emotions just take over and just go.
I think they're willing to do anything but the abracadabra spell to him.
Yeah, they'll fuck him
up.
Oh yeah,
but the murder on purpose. Spell.
Yeah, they'll beat his ass and fucking.
And if he dies, he dies. Or if they turn him into a fucking llama, they turn him into a llama. But he can figure that shit out for himself. But
wait a minute. I found a loophole. Go ahead, Mick. Keep going because I got something.
No, that's not. I'm just wondering.
Here we go. So let's go back to Harry and Dumbledore talking about the Horcruxes. They're like impossible to break, to destroy them. Right? Oh my God. Isn't Harry a Horcrux? So he's invincible and immortal. That motherfucker can just walk around. You can't kill me, bitch.
Maybe that's why they can't kill him then.
They don't know that.
True.
Yeah, fair.
And I don't think he knows that, right?
No, they don't know this at the time.
But Voldemort knows that, so...
Voldemort doesn't know it.
He doesn't know it?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
The first person to figure it out is Dumbledore.
Yeah, because they split after he killed his parents. The mother saved him. Part of his soul
Yep.
went to Harry.
He was the We're getting ahead to the
Yeah,
finale.
we're getting ahead. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, he didn't know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is cool to find out though, and to really connect Snape into this as well. Who, again, you are emotionally invested because he's been there the whole time, even as an adversarial.
I like Snape.
Always saved everybody.
Yeah.
Snape always did the right thing. Like, you always thought he might be the guy, and then he would come in and save him, or like protecting them against the werewolf and stuff. Like
the Quidditch match, he was doing the counter spell.
Yep. All that stuff. So, like, by the time you get to this and you get that backstory, and I know there's still more to see, but you get that backstory of what's going on, why, and what he has to do. Mm-hmm. I was so happy to find out he was the Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah, that was, and honestly, I'm trying to think of the first time I either read the book or watched this, because the idea is Harry ends up taking the potions class this year, who they bring. Dumbledore uses Harry as bait to get
once again
to get the old potions teacher to come back and teach Horace.
Horace, that's right, Horace something.
Horace something.
Horace Slug something.
Slughorn.
Slughorn. There you go.
Horace Slughorn.
And Harry finds this old potions book with handwritten notes in it about that make all the potions better. So and even has some new curses in there.
Mm-hmm.
So Harry's using this, and he's gliding through potions class. It wins him a bottle of liquid luck that the teacher
I need a bottle of that.
Only ever given out once before to Tom Riddle.
Yep. No.
So that kind of makes you think that all the notes in the book were written by Tom Riddle, even though they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the setup to bring Snape more into the story and really establish the background. Even though it was kind of a lot to do in one movie, I feel like they could have built Snape up a little bit more previously.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
More flashbacks, a little bit of his previous life with like him and Lily. Like he said, he was in.
Well, they don't even get it. They don't even get into that until the
exactly
last movie.
I'm just saying they should have done it earlier. Another thing about that book, they made a big thing. Like it took over Harry. They're like, Harry, you gotta get rid of the book.
He becomes obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong. He was just helping him with fucking homework. Leave the fucking kid alone.
Yeah, Hermione didn't like that.
Christ. Hermione was just jealous. She's like, get rid of the fucking book, Harry.
Yeah, he didn't know what was
be in class. Fucking dick.
She was. I mean, it was obviously meant for him to have the book.
Yeah, that was a cold-blooded line though when he tries to use the spell on Snape and Snape stops him. He's like, "You use my own spell
against me." And that was great. That was a great fucking scene. And where Snape says he was the Half-Blood Prince.
Yep.
After Harry gets the liquid luck, I really enjoyed when Ron goes out for
the Quidditch
goalkeeper, whatever you fucking call it, for the Quidditch team.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
And Harry tricks him into thinking he drank the liquid luck.
He just goes off.
Oh my god, dude!
That's all it takes. The placebo effect.
Shout out to Space Jam.
And Hermione helped him cheat, by the way.
Oh, for practice only.
For the practice thing, yeah.
So Hermione's looking for a good wand.
By Harry's like Dumbledore. He sees everything.
Yep.
I knew you did that spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The fucking crazy girl that's into
Luna is awesome.
Luna Lovegood, yeah.
I wasn't talking about Luna.
She's a great character. I like her character.
No, Luna is awesome, but I was. Yeah. What about the crazy girl that's into Ron?
Oh, fuck that bitch.
Luna was great. We didn't even talk about her being introduced in Order
you
of
said
Phoenix.
Crazy. I thought that's what you were talking about.
No,
she's a little out there. She's out.
She's off. She's like a cool crazy off.
Yeah,
she just beats her own drum. She's just mad chill and peaceful.
Like she talks about these random creatures. Her stuff keeps getting taken, but she's like, it always shows up in the end.
Yeah,
even in the weirdest of places.
Always blamed this imaginary fucking.
She's always calm.
Bluggarts or something. She's like,
yeah,
the Bluggarts.
Yeah, I love Luna. She's an awesome character.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Oh hell yeah!
But this fucking crazy girl that's into Ron
Yeah, no, that's too
in
much,
this one.
man. And why did she get expelled? Right? Oh no, never mind. She didn't. Who did the love potion? It wasn't her, right?
Oh, that's right. They bring in
another
the
girl sent it to Harry.
That's right.
You know, he's like the big shit on campus, the chosen one and whatnot. And Ron ate it, and he fell in love.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Then he straight up pulling Hermione.
They said that spell's illegal, right? She should get expelled. I don't think you're allowed to make that and use it.
I don't remember.
Well, they brought him to the teacher, so I guess they've kind of fixed it so she wouldn't get in trouble. Versus if she went to upstairs, I forget.
Harry brings Ron. They don't really talk.
He wants to talk to that guy. He wants to talk to that slugger.
And Ron gets
Slughorn.
Because fucking Draco's trying to fucking take out Dumbledore multiple times with a cursed necklace, and a
cursed
fucking bottle of
necklace,
wine,
cursed whiskey,
whiskey,
or something, wine, whatever. See, what I don't get when we are introduced to Horace Slughorn in this, he's turned himself into a chair. He's hiding in a muggle's house, like. He's talking about him and Dumbledore brings Harry to try to just introduce him and lure him to come back to Hogwarts. And he talks about how he's been trying to avoid the Death Eaters for a year because they've been trying to recruit him. Mm-hmm. And you find out Dumbledore wants to bring Slughorn in because he's trying to get a memory from him. When he taught Tom Riddle, Slughorn's the one that told Tom Riddle about Horcruxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the only memory Dumbledore has is one Slughorn has altered, which they don't explain how
he did
Dumbledore got that memory.
Yeah,
he
that's
the real one. But if you're Slughorn and you know this is going on, and if you're friends with Dumbledore, why would you be altering a memory or pretending like the original one never happened if you thought it could help? And if you actually wanted to help,
it will ruin him
because it looks so bad. How bad?
Dumbledore,
he helped the Dark Lord. Basically, he made the Dark
knowingly.
Lord. Well,
and Dumbledore is his friend.
You're true. I agree.
They don't indicate anything that ever happens to him. Like he's gone after this movie, and you never know
so
what
Harry
happened.
Potter, they made so a lot of this politics shit they feed off fear. People won't stand up for themselves because of fear. They fucking put fear so much down your throat.
Sadly, a reflection of real life, almost.
Exactly. Yeah. So he was afraid. He wouldn't say nothing. So he kept it a secret. I didn't tell him nothing. I changed the memory. I'm going to die with it. I'm the only one to know.
Be right back.
Yep.
But it was fucking weird though. He goes, Harry, I want you to get to know him. He's like, why? Then Dumbledore, at least he's truthful on this one. He goes, he's going to come. I want you to get to know him in his class because he's going to make you his trophy. He can't help himself.
Yeah.
You're going to be his biggest achievement.
Yep.
So that's why he's going to do it. Like, dude, fucking, at least he asked this time. Hey, Harry, can you do me a favor?
Which is funny because I like how Snape calls him out and he's like, you use people.
Yeah.
Straight up. You keep like, you guys, don't you think you're using the kid too much? Like you use people.
Exactly.
That's all you do. And
but also to add to that.
Oh,
sorry. I was just gonna say, like, to add to that, like with the using people, I like how he even put like, I don't want to do this anymore. And you never asked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you're always just like kind of like you're using 100%.
Using everyone. Yes, exactly. Every movie he uses.
Don't they even briefly mention it in Fantastic Beasts?
Oh, 100%. That's where he got it.
He used everybody. Yeah.
He uses what's his face? Newt.
That's why it's hard for me to look at Dumbledore as this altruistic do-gooder. That's like, well, first and foremost, he had Harry hidden away.
Mm-hmm.
So if Harry's a Horcrux, why couldn't you just leave? Why bring him to Hogwarts in the first place?
Exactly.
Unless you want to draw out Voldemort.
Exactly.
Which means that you're really now all those deaths are on you, Dumbledore.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's a good
instead of shutting the school down, or what would you say, Harry? You're not going to school. Bring him to that fucking Order of Phoenix. Like, hide him.
Why can't you put him in the American one?
Or an American school. Yeah.
Or the Russian one. Or the, wherever they are. And I get like, okay, Dumbledore's like, I want to keep him close. But you had him hidden away all those years for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it was working.
Unless he was going to eventually be found and he wanted him to be ready for it. I don't.
You know what it was? Harry Potter. I don't know. Not Harry Potter. Dumbledore probably waited till he became the headmaster.
Or that.
I don't know the timeline.
They should have shut this school down, my opinion. Like, listen, it's getting too fucking dangerous. Yeah. They're attacking students now. We got to fucking protect you guys. Don't come to school next year.
Good word. Let's figure this shit out.
And out of all of those different schools all over, is Voldemort the craziest wizard out of all of them?
The whole world. He's the Dark Lord of everybody. The worst wizard of all time.
So where the hell were they during the fight?
Exactly. Why didn't they help?
Other schools?
Yeah.
He would. That's too far of a flight.
Where's the mermaid bitches and the fucking Russian dudes? That turn into sharks and shit.
They mind their own business.
The French.
They're like, it is. That's what I'm saying.
The French owe us. I know that from The Longest Day.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but this work, because that's what they're doing. They're like doing a fucking like a war, and they're putting politics in it. You think like, oh, we got allies, and you think they'll have like other schools to help and shit, but they're like, nah, Russia.
They had them all there for the Goblet of Fire.
No. Yeah, well, that's like the Olympics. That happens, but for war, they're not going to help us. Russia's not going to help us.
Like, no. This is too much. We're gonna mind our business. When we go to play sports, cool. When the beef goes over there, nah, fuck that. We don't know you guys.
Yeah, they're probably all like, fuck Hogwarts, man. Yeah, they're always like popping off with some bullshit.
Yeah. Why are we gonna get involved? The chosen one's over there. He's fine.
Yeah. Like even the Americans, the Americans don't show up to the Goblet anymore because they were like, after the Fantastic Beasts, they're like, you brought this shit to us.
Mm-hmm.
We were fine. Grindelwald didn't need to be here.
Yep.
You brought this shit to us, so we're out. Like, do your own thing.
We're going to play football.
That's true.
Not the kind over here.
Notice how the next two movies didn't take place in America.
Nope.
Well, the second one kind of did. I shouldn't say.
Barely. Ron gets love potioned.
Yeah.
Gets brought to the teacher, and then when he's in recovery, and Hermione's sitting by his bedside, and he's calling for Hermione, even though that his crazy blonde chick is in there.
Mm-hmm.
And she hears it and she goes running off crying. I cracked up when Dumbledore goes, "Oh, to be young and feel love's keen sting."
Freaking Dumbledore, man.
Thanks a lot, Shakespeare.
Yeah, that was great. By the way, I really enjoyed Dumbledore. I like the actor. I thought he was like, it's a different actor clearly after the first two because that one died.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Richard Harris died, and then Michael Gambon took over.
Like, I thought it was a good switch. Like, it didn't bother me at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, I like him.
The fact that they do have Harry almost kill Malfoy in this, or he uses that spell in the book.
Yeah,
like that was pretty serious. That fucks him up, and he gets no repercussions from it. By the way,
and once again, favored.
What I thought was one of the most ridiculous storyline in this though is like him and Jenny go to throw the book in the room of requirement because Harry, you can't use this book anymore. Let's go throw it. We got to get rid of it. So instead of just fucking destroying it because it's paper, they try to hide it in a room of requirement and go way out of their way to put it just randomly hide it where it could still technically be found again one day.
Yeah, I think that was definitely just her being like, I'm gonna get this dude alone for like,
I need that wand in my mouth.
20 minutes. It's gonna be
his wand and my bean need to meet.
No.
All right, you're gonna stop.
Make this bean grow.
I cannot laugh like I did before. I have to leave the show. I got legs crossed here, people.
Hashtag beanbender.
Don't do it.
Mm.
Don't do it. I can't do it.
Oh man.
Oh, oh my God.
Hashtag turtle headed.
Oh,
No,
shit.
no, no. Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh man.
No.
How do we
Well,
start?
I give this movie.
Go ahead,
We
you can
started-
rate it. Go ahead.
I give
No,
it an 8.5. I love this movie.
What'd you give it?
8.5.
Nice.
I'm with Mick on this one, 8.5.
I'm not rushing you. I'm just wanting to get that out there before. So if I have to run,
No problem. But we can get
So-
that scores. I'm giving it 8. This one was better than the last one.
I gave this one 8.5 as well.
By the way, they bring back a call out to Chamber of Secrets here with Hagrid when Harry, after he takes the liquid luck, and he's like, I know we talked about this plan with Harry and Hermione. Like, he blows off Harry and Hermione. He was like, you're supposed to go talk to Slughorn, but I feel like this is the way to go. Like, he's stoned and just
He's high.
like he's
That's what
fucking
it is.
high as
It
shit.
seemed like he was high as
It's like,
fuck.
I'm just gonna go do what I want. I loved his fucking attitude
Yeah.
after he took the
He's
liquid
like,
luck.
I think I just go this way. I just got a feeling.
I'm feeling
He's like, I'm gonna go see Hagrid, and he ends up running into Slughorn. Slughorn's
Yeah.
like, I can't let you go wander in the grounds by yourself at night. He's like, by all means, sir, come with me.
Join me.
Yeah.
And they go
Oh,
to see
no.
Hagrid.
he says it even better than that. He bites at him. He's like, well, I'm going. You can
Yeah.
follow me if you want.
Yeah.
He said it was such a smile. On his
He
face.
did. He's so happy and
Oh,
just
he was.
fucking stoned.
Then they get him trashed.
Well, and then you get to Hagrid, and they have the fucking dead spider
Yeah.
there from Chamber of
Aragorn.
Secrets, his
Yeah.
best friend, Aragorn.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
and Slughorn's like, do you want me to say a few words? And they're like, people were probably scared of you, the size. And Harry's like, and the pincers.
Yeah, he was high as hell.
He was high as shit.
Yeah, he was. He was fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
That was fucking good. But then you know, and then they're back at Hagrid's hut just getting hammered. And you get like this, the tone switches back to the seriousness of getting Slughorn to give the memory. And that was fucking, that was just a good scene. And the fucking
Yeah.
acting, him retelling that as a memory.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then
And then fucking Dumbledore drags Harry along to get the Horcrux
To that cave. Yeah.
to the cave.
makes Harry
Force
give
him
force him to give him the drink to get to the Horcrux. Then you
Yeah.
find out once you get it open that there's nothing in there.
It's fake. It's a fake
Yeah.
one.
It's a
Because
somebody
got
else
it.
already got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. After
Someone-
all that.
Someone wrote a note in there that says Dark Lord already got it. Fuck yourself, basically.
Yeah, it's a note to the Dark Lord. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
What I did like about that scene though is when Dumbledore just goes off and that fire. Remember when Harry comes up from the water?
Yeah.
You see all that fire.
Oh, yeah.
That was fucking awesome in that part right there.
Motherfucker summoned like Phoenix fire shit. Motherfucker made like
Yeah.
a
I was
tornado
like,
fire.
oh shit! I forgot about this.
Yeah.
But you
Oh,
get
he's
out of
a
there.
powerful wizard. No, he's like really strong.
He's
Yeah.
good. Well, we didn't even talk. Just a quick flashback to Order of the Phoenix because they had the awesome fight. I think it was an awesome fight between Dumbledore and Voldemort at the very end there.
Yeah.
Like just some kind of interaction between those two because that hadn't happened up until that
I
point.
love that fucking that was a great one fight.
That was yeah.
And it had to happen.
Yeah.
It had to happen.
I think you really need to see Dumbledore and kind of hold his own, but not be able to overtake Voldemort.
Mm-hmm.
Like this way, it kind of help establish that Harry has to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
And then in this, you get Dumbledore and Harry get out of the cave and they transport back. And you, of course, have the Death Eaters that Malfoy has helped get into the castle. And now Snape has to fucking kill Dumbledore with Harry watching.
Yeah.
Now,
And can't fucking tell
Do
him the
anything.
plan. You can't tell him the plan.
Is there a role if you kill the person you get their wand?
I don't think so.
Oh,
No, I don't think so.
I thought whoever's get because
I don't think
who gets to
No,
who
you
gets
can take their wand. They get more into that in the next movies.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought I heard something about that. Like if you kill the
I think
Yeah.
it's like a disgraceful thing to take their wand.
Mm.
But you can. They talk about that's more of the next movies.
Okay.
Sweet.
But fucking, and then Dumbledore falling to the ground and the whole school holding up their wands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're laid up.
Like, it's fucking sad, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This one was more. This one was more. Like I.
Wand's up for Dumbledore.
Mhm.
Where is my wand?
Come on,
I
guys.
don't know where my wand is.
James has everything but his wand.
No, it's
got a
not
pen.
Not me.
There you go. Pen works.
Pen is mightier than the wand.
But no, that's the right there. That's the one I'm saying. Like, okay, this is the one where people.
Yeah.
This.
Well, I mean, but you had such a build up from if you watch Fantastic Beasts. I mean, I know it came out after, but throw those in there anyway. Till these 6 movies, which these 6 you really get to know him more and learn about him more. And this,
yeah, he's in every movie.
You get an attachment to him, of course. You get an attachment to him versus Sirius. He's in one movie and then he's kind of sprinkled in for here and there, and then in this one kind of sprinkled in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get enough of a backstory and stuff. You don't get enough of a connection with him.
Exactly.
So I definitely get it. I definitely understand it.
But we got a break next week. Then we're doing the final 2 movies.
Yes.
Part
1 and part 2 of
The
part
Deathly
7.
Hallows. Deathly Hallows?
This movie is kind of like
Deathly? I forgot.
Deathly Hallows. This
Deathly
reminds me of fucking, when Vader chopped, what's the second Star Wars movie? Empire Strikes Back. This is like the Harry Potter version of Empire Strikes Back.
But but a lot of them do, because you get Order Goblet of Fire, Cedric Diggory. Like, nothing ends after the third one. Nothing ends happy until the last one.
Exactly. It's dark as fuck. There's like there's like a
This series is fucking darker than you think it is. For
It's a very British series.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a good series. This was a good series.
Yeah.
Up to this
No,
point,
I
so-
like it. Like, I don't mind watching them. Would I watch them every year? No. But if it's on and someone's watching, I can watch them. I don't mind these movies.
I'll say after this watch through, because this will be my second watch, it'll probably be retired for me. Unless, like, say, if the wife is laying around watching them, I'd like sit down, lay down, and watch them with her. But other than that, I'm not gonna put them on and watch them.
Yeah.
Just because it was cool. It was cool to go through them 2 times. Talk about them this time.
Agreed.
But it's not enough to bring me back a 3rd time, honestly. It's not enough to bring me back a 3rd time. What about you guys?
I don't know. It'd be a number of years before I sat down. I'm not going to probably sit down and watch any of these willingly on my own again. But I could watch it. I mean, I could see myself in a number of, just if I came across it while it was on,
That's fair.
maybe watching a little bit.
So basically every October, because they play this shit all the time.
I don't have network. I don't have network TV, so I don't know.
Oh. What about you, Mick?
I'm sure I'll watch them again with the kids and stuff like that, but it's probably going to be mostly just if it's on. For
Is
me.
the wife into it?
Yeah, they watch them. Like, the kids will probably watch them over and over again, which they should, but
yeah,
I'll probably be done.
Fair. And James, I already know you're done with it.
I'm done.
You're done with it, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. It's still a good series. If you've never watched it, it's fair to check out. I mean, if you're a parent, check it out with your kids if you've never watched it. And
I am going to watch the TV series when it comes out, though.
I am curious to see what they do. Yeah, I'll watch the TV series just to see how it comes out.
I'm curious what they're going to cast as everybody, too.
Yeah.
It's clearly a cash grab, but you know what? Whatever. I'm fine with it.
I'll check it out. Exactly.
Okay. Well, people, we're going to wrap this one up.
Hashtag Beanbender.
I gotta go. Bye, everybody.
You can go follow him at the Scene Snobs. You can follow Chris.
It's the female equivalent of Circle Jerk.
Oh man, Bean Bender. We're out of here. Popcorn Pints every Saturday 9:00 Eastern time. We're off next weekend. Or it's 30 every Tuesday and 30. 8:00.
Oh, and then it's the fucking 2 weeks until the fucking Harry Potter finale.
Yeah, finale. So yeah. Scene Snobs, check them out every Tuesday at 8, and check out Stories from a Bar.
Do it.
We're out of here. Thanks for popping by. And, Ta-da. Peace. Had to do some wizardry.